Hello, Internet. Welcome to Risky Rollers. My name is Carl. I am coming to you from the Arx Angelicum on Baal, and we have Laurence Gutierrez joining us from the Golden Throne on Terra. How are you, sir?
I'm very good. Still very tired, but I'm very excited for this weekend, Mr. Carl.
That is excellent, sir. How are you going, chat? How is everybody going? Let us know how you're going. I'm going good.
Yeah, I just finished dinner, so pretty
You just
full.
finished dinner. I finished dinner a couple of hours ago. We are here to have a bit of a chat, like we like to do every now and again. And our main topic of conversation tonight will be VTC, the Victorian Teams Championship. Woo-wee! And a bit of a primer for that. We'll also do the first round draw, which is exciting.
Excited.
And we're going to try to make that happen magically in front of your eyes, which will be a bit of an interesting experience, but we'll see how that goes.
We will not try. I will not try to cheat, okay?
If you're watching in chat, give us a hello and say hi so I know that everything's working all right.
Yeah.
Let us know if there's any audio problems or anything like that. So you're tied, Laurence, from your weekend activities?
Yeah, you were not there the last day, so we were missing you, but yeah. It's fun, good experience. We set up Friday, played Saturday, Sunday, and then back again last day, so but yeah, I ended up good, so it's fine.
So before we kind of Reese is in chat. Hello, mate. Yes.
Yes.
We'll get into that. Laurence will give you a bit of a deep dive in a second, but before that, we have to do a bit of a self-gratuitous promo for the Risky Rollers Open. So, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of November, go to www.riskyrollers.com.au. Get yourself some tickets for that. Victoria's first 3-day event. Get yourself some 3 days of solid Warhams. There's going to be a few extra bits and pieces that are happening on the day. You can see in the graphic there, Let's Play Games are going to be doing some things. Dalton has lined up with them to keep everybody entertained over the 3 days. It is at the Manningham Hotel in Bulleen.
Yep.
Which is a great little venue. It's got a pub on site, which is fantastic if you didn't attend last year. And your tickets cover also counter meals for the 3 days, which is awesome. So you can get a proper feed in between all that fun Warhammer. How you going, Alex? Anything you want to add on the open stuff? I know we're busy working hard behind the scenes, getting stuff ready for that.
Yeah, so it's not yet, of course, super confirmed, but we would be revealing some special new sponsor for Risky Rollers this weekend. And then, yes, we are working very hard with them. So let's see what we can bring in for the RR Open. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and if you like these events and you would like us to keep doing these events, we appreciate your patronage and your support. Make sure that you are going down below and pressing all those buttons, liking and subscribing and doing all that fun things in the UbTubs. So I think that kind of wraps up our little preamble ramble and promo.
Yes.
Let's get on to see what you guys were doing on the weekend.
Last
we were
week,
doing on the
yes.
weekend, last weekend.
Yeah.
So
You were there as well, even for a day.
There.
Yeah.
I was there. I was on the helping out on the desk. OCC, so Oceanic Championships, invitational for the best ranking players in Oceania, I suppose. If that wasn't obvious enough. um, had a four events.
Gaming system, yes.
Yeah, for 4 different systems: Kill Team, Underworlds, AOS, and of course 40K.
40K.
And the rollers were there covering the 40K content for the 2 days. Hey, Kyle. And that was pretty fun, and it looked like everybody was having a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a blast. I was so lucky with all my matchup, and then some of my games are very close, so I would say I'm lucky. So
Speaking of matchups, final placings for the day.
yep,
You did pretty well, sir.
I did pretty well. I heard.
So talk us through your run in for the weekend for your 5 games. And
All right, so I think the very first day I bowed the Thousand Sun, Lachlan Nash, right? So I was very stressed in that game because I know we had some problems with our streaming setup, right? So we have to rush and do all the stuff. So I was actually thinking of just should I not just play and just drop because I wanted the stream to look good, but I said, okay, let's just give Carl and Dalton. You just only have like two buttons to work on, and then, so I can play. So when
poor Dalton, I don't know if he caught it on the first. So Laurence and Lachlan Nash were on the with the first stream game. I don't know whether you caught it, but it was a bit of a bit of a haphazard start. But we cut after the first game. You got a good win on the board, and then we sat down over lunch and sat and reprogrammed the setup.
My thinking was I was playing Custodes, and this is Thousand Suns, right? So I said, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if I really had a chance, but okay, then just play. Luckily, I went second, so I think that was the good thing for me. I went second, and then this one for a very long time I wanted to try the 18 Venetary list, so I did. And then I think previous weeks, right, I was also trying to have this just an Alarus unit with the captain that has the ignore cover enhancement, and it's actually really good. But obviously the price for that particular unit is so expensive. So it's just like, okay, how to balance this particular list. So I said, okay, I don't want any wardens this time. I'll just use terminators, those 3x6 Venetary, 4-man guard with Draxus, and then at least I was able to put, I think, three unit of Witch Seekers and then a unit of Prosecutors. So those also were the key for some of my secondary points. So yeah, I won my first game with Thousand Suns. So I was somehow, those Venetary are actually very good because I didn't believe I lost models of Venetary, but the unit didn't die.
Yeah, Kyle's just said Laurence defining the meta. Well, it was a sleeper anti-meta pick, and you could see by the end of that game, like I remember looking. I wasn't on the deck at the time, but I went to do something and came back, and like the Rubrics were dead, and the Vortex Beast were dead, and the Venetari were behind in his deployment zone. I'm like, whoa, has Laurence gone spicy today? This could be interesting because nobody's. I don't think anybody really particularly rates the Custodes, especially the singles, all that particularly highly. They're probably sitting in that, B tier to low A tier, if you prescribe to that type of ranking. But the 3x Venetari has been talked about before. You rapid ingress for free. You double a rapid ingress on a turn. The shooting is not
triple rapid ingress. Yes.
Yeah, the shooting is not terrible, and they still slap. They're still flying custody bodies, right? So, yes. And then second game. What was second?
Second game, I played Connor from Townsville, Queensland, playing Imperial Guard with double Dorn and a shadow, the shadow sword.
Shadow sword, yes, super heavy. You don't see the super heavies. It was funny. There was a couple of other. You can see Jason came fourth, and I recall him having Tesseract Vault in his Necrons list.
Mm-hmm.
And because the OCC games are GW supported,
Layout.
they're played on GW rules like Atlanta. The 40k games, as we'll touch on a little bit later, are golden ticket events. So the rule set is to match what's played in Atlanta, and so normally in a WTC setting, which we play a lot of in Australia, some of those super heavies don't fit. They're very hard to fit on the board into a place that they can be effective, but the GW rules are slightly different in terms of being able to fit them on. So, and the terrain layout is also a lot more conducive. It's kind of bigger pieces, bigger L's, bigger holes for you to be able to sit them in. So the super heavy didn't phase you. The shadow sword.
So I because he did it. It is a supply drop, and I believe it's a hammer and anvil or a tipping point deployment. I forgot already, but yeah. So he put his shadow sword in the corner, wherein like he really have very like limited line of sight because of the terrain features in the middle, and then because the shadow sword is so huge, right? So he really can't fit his I mean his whole model in the base. So if you are not fully within the base, you cannot shoot, right? So I was just trying to avoid those firing lanes that he can. So and then obviously supply drop. Like my idea was okay, just bait him with one Venetari on the left, and on my succeeding turns, I would actually just push in the center and the right. So it was still very close game because I went first. So obviously, like I don't want to go first in this type of supply drop, especially right. And the score was 71-68. So I was just like trying to just prevent him also from scoring some good secondaries or some of his primaries, and then just trying to score my 4-up invuln. So 71-68. Yeah, it could have gone either way, but yeah, lucky.
And then round 3 was your only loss.
Round 3, I don't know if I played round 3. Like, it was so fast. I think we just played 2 rounds, and then I know what's happening already. Obviously, the champion, Mr. Reese Cunningham, played in round 3 with his Sisters of Battle, with all the super fast girls with Melta on your face. So yeah, I think I got table turn 3, so I said, it's fine. It's mysterious. I actually don't know what to or how to deal with that kind of list. So,
and Reese and Alex, first and second place, are both in chat. So, let us know, guys, what your thoughts on the event were in chat, and we can touch on it if you like. But both your and Alex's only losses were, I believe, to Reese. So, Reese is definitely defining the podium for the day. So what was round 4? How was round 4?
So round 4 was with Lachlan Booth with his Black Templars. So good thing also, I think I practiced and played with him the week before. And then his list was a bit different. That was like before the deadline of the submission of the OCC and VTC. And my list also during that time was just 3x5 Alarus and then 3x3 Venetari. Because he has like that time 5 bricks of Primaris Crusaders. It's playing Black Templars, right? So I felt, I don't have really the body to actually match all those Primaris Crusaders. So when I played him in the OCC, he said he changed the list from 5 to 4, and then I changed my list to just one big brick of Alarus and then 3x6 of Venetari. And then I said, maybe this time I would be able to handle your Primaris Crusaders. So yeah, it was also a very close game. I believe it is Purge the Foe, tipping point, and then I went second for the Purge the Foe. So the score again was 83-80, so 3 points difference only. So it could have gone, the other way around. But yeah, so I think going second with this Pariah Nexus mission, so it's very advantageous, especially like for, function like Custodes. And then, as I've said, I think if I don't have those 4 units of sisters, then it would have been like the same results that I've been doing with Custodes. With just let's just spam with Wardens, not much unit of utility like the sisters. So yeah, 8380. Then I was already very happy. 3-1. And then obviously going to the last round, it could have just been probably either Alex, I think it's Terrence or Jason. And then I'm crossing my finger. I don't want to play them. I don't want to play them because I'm not sure how my Custodes would, fare against them. So I was matched up with the Chaos Demons with like one Great Unclean One, double Shadow Keeper, and then the 3 Soul Grinder something.
Yeah, that was Bismarck's.
Yeah, he's also a very good player. Like I know he's still a uni student, but I think he did very well. So it was a I think the mission is what is the mission? Take and hold, but on a search and destroy. And I think I went second. No, this time I went first. So I baited his Great Unclean One to come out in the center because he thought, or I think most of us believe that it would really be very tough to kill, right? And then when my Alarus came out, like I spent 1 CP for exploding sixes when they shoot. And then yeah, they charge him. So round 2, the Great Unclean One is dead. But then those Soul Grinder and then the Shadow Secret Shadow Keeper? Is it the
Keeper of Secrets or the
Keeper of whatever she is? So they deep strike in my deployment, and then I just preempt. I'm always reacting whenever they would put those big units with my Venetary because I would have free rapid ingress, right? So then they rapid ingress and then they just charge, and then yeah. So it was also again a very close game, 92-81 on my favor. So I think yeah, if Custodes would have even more cheaper like utility units, so I was praying that maybe the sister can still come down in points. I don't know, but yeah, it would have been better. But yeah, overall very good experience, fun event, and then yeah.
Yeah, well, Bismarck's only 2 losses were yourself and Reese.
And Reese, yes.
I believe you fought Reese in the first round, which is a tough first round warm up by any measure, right? But that was on a game. I remember watching it because it was on a game very close to the stream table. Yeah. So that's a really good performance. And then, so coming third, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
So is Alex and Reese going to Atlanta? Did you get a pass down ticket?
No, I know Reese is still deciding whether he wants to go. So as of the moment, I believe the golden ticket is with him until he decides not to.
Excellent. Yeah, so some really good showings from the local crew. The Gutierrez boys cleaning up second, third, and fifth.
I should have trademarked that team name. It was actually not me who formed that team name. It was Alex.
With Ed coming fifth with the best score of the 3-2s. For those of you that don't know, I haven't been to an event. It's quite a sight seeing 3 Lawrences with your 3 jerseys going around. That's quite funny.
Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, congratulations to Mr. Reese Cunningham, and then obviously Alex.
I mean, it was looking. Alex says he's the proud owner. Reese, it was looking a bit. I reckon Reese was looking a bit scared when he got his lowest score of 78, and then pulled his pants up, and then got a 99, 93, 99 for the rest of the day.
He tripled my score. I only scored like 33 points against him. Well, every time I played Reese, I was just like 0-20, 0-20, 0-20. So.
Yeah. So coming back strong after his I'm not sure whether this was the first event back from WTC or not, but
I think it is.
Yeah, definitely coming back strong against the locals. So that was fun and hosted over in the gaming arena over in North Coburg. It's always good to have an event there. So yeah. Anything else you wanted to touch on? Well, those VODs are up on YouTube if you want to check out those games. and check out my dulcet tones for a couple of games. And Dean, we had Dean on commentary, which was quite good.
The first day, yep, as well, yep.
Yep. So yeah. Now, I believe. What did we have next on our list, sir?
Our next on the list is this coming weekend. What's happening this coming weekend, Mr. Carl?
So it's VTC.
It's VTC.
It's
and
VTC
we are
time.
happy, proud hosts of VTC this year. Thank you, Mr. Matt Morrisoli.
Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Matt Morrisoli. Running an event is hard.
Yes.
And is taxing and is a lot of work.
We still have so much to do this week.
So I think when the opportunity came up to host the event, I think you guys kind of grabbed the opportunity with both hands. So hopefully we can do VTC justice next weekend.
Yeah, because it's just a perfect timing because we already have a Teams event on that particular week, and then me and Dalton was talking to Morrisoli during the WTC trip. And then, can we just host VTC and then just change the name of our event to the VTC? So it's VTC this weekend.
And how many teams we got?
We have 12 teams. I'm very happy. I was supposed to play as a Gumby player in one of the teams, so lucky we found one good soul to play, so we can concentrate with just taking care of you guys and streaming.
Yeah, we'll touch
12 teams, 12 good teams.
We'll touch on the team makeup in a sec. Did you want to do? Here's your choice, Laurence. Did you want to do talk about round one mission first, or do you want to do pairings?
Let's do the round one mission first, and then we go straight to the pairings. So at least keep them a bit excited.
All right. So talk me through. So this is the map. Obviously, this is spoiling that it's search and destroy, but talk us through what the round one mission is going to be.
Okay, so I believe round one is search and destroy, linchpin, and raise the banners. So the inspiration actually of all the mission is obviously still WTC, and then I just actually removed some of those mission that is actually very not hard but sometimes annoying, like the ritual. I actually personally don't like it, so I remove it. And then the second one was supply drop, but I think supply drop is also somehow still necessary, even though going second is still a very big advantage. But it's so difficult actually to balance what mission should be played, especially on a 5 games or 5 rounds.
Well, when you make the player pack, Laurence, you can make the executive decisions on what missions are played,
Which I have decided just remove the ritual and stay with supply drop. So so round one is a linchpin. It's, I believe, when you hold your home objective, it's +3, and then when you hold another objective which is not your deployment zone, it's 5 points. But if you're not holding your home objective, then other objective markers that you hold is just 3 points. So it's actually good. And then raise the banners obviously incentivize those factions that has, or those people who are running lots of what do you call this one, battle line units, like Mr. Lachlan Booth, who plays all Primaris Crusader squads. So he would be very happy with the this particular secondary mission. So, and also I also wanted to talk about our deployment, or sorry, the layout of the terrain are also somehow WTC inspired, but I put in a bit of a tweak because I believe when you put light, medium, and heavy, I said I need to actually reduce or increase the number of the terrain features. So if you would just scroll down a bit, Carl, this is the medium. So I believe there are 8 pieces of terrain, plus some of the crates. Yes, 4 crates, and then 8 pieces of terrains with 3 different sizes. WTC is 12 by 6. Ours have 3 different sizes as well. So we have, I know it's 11.5 by 5.5, and then the purple one would be 10 by 6, and then the orange one would be the regular 9x5. So that's the actual terrain size as well of the WTC, not the base. So that's the layout for medium, wherein you have,
Yep.
as I've said, 8 pieces.
Yeah,
And then when you
Mr. Titchener's in chat, and he said we need to move past supply drop in events. Yeah.
next event, I won't.
We'll see. So teal are the crates.
Yes,
Right.
teal are the
So
crates.
purple are the medium sized 2-story.
Medium size.
Yep.
Yes.
And then the blue are the 3-story piece.
Yes.
Yep. The big.
And then the
big
orange one.
The
will
orange
be
are the like 1-story normal
lightest one,
ruin
yes.
pieces. Yeah, cool.
That's
Would you
correct.
like
So
to
now
have a look at the light or the heavy?
Let's just look at the light. So the light is just really a light.
So in comparison.
In comparison to this one, yes.
So as you can see, there's 2 pieces each removed. So it's a genuine light table. We've got, so if I scroll back to the medium, where is it? So there is 2 pieces missing. So we go from 8 to 6 pieces.
Correct.
Not including the containers. The containers are still there. So, yeah, much lighter, there's some genuine shooting lanes, and there's a genuine choice as to how you pull that from the pool when you do pairings.
Yep. And then just last one, go to the heavy.
Yeah, you can't flame us, Hugh. We have no shame, so it's fine. We're not sensitive.
Yeah, we are not. Hit me.
And then heavy.
Heavy
has an extra. So heavy goes from 8 to 10.
So 8 to 10. So also props to the gaming arena for lending us like gazillion of his containers, the crates, because we need a lot of them.
Yep. So there's also, so while there's 10 pieces on this one, 10 pieces? Yeah, 10 pieces.
Yes, correct.
There's slightly less crates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there's a bit of give and take. But it is, as you can see, there are some very small sight lines, but there's lots of overlap. So this is like, as a Blood Angels player,
you would love this one.
I'm salivating with this, like this layout. This layout is if you rocked up to, you know, a heavy Blood Angels aggressive army and you're on this table, you're on for a good time.
Yep.
Kyle says the light table terrifies you. Yeah, well, it should, because we'll get to that, but you're playing Dark Eldar, man. So, but anything that can see you should terrify you because you've got T3 bodies. So,
yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean, anyways, like this one, right? So you have 5 players. So these are 3 identical medium layout, and then obviously 1 light and 1 heavy. And then I also just would like to tell all of you guys who are playing in all our events that we are actually setting up our own terrain for you every round. So all you got to do is just go there, play. After your game, just somehow remove all your models so we can set up the table, and then rack up again and play. So, but I think the next time, which is the RR Open, we are shifting. So this is the plan. We are shifting to a full WTC layouts already. So wherein, as I've said, we would be announcing some, like good stuff this coming weekend. So yeah.
Cool bananas. So
is it the time?
Shall we do the magic? All right. So bear with us, chat. I'm going to take a drink. We are going to do this live.
Yep.
I'd rather, so Ben C, he was also put in a good performance last weekend.
Yeah, Ben.
I'd rather supply drop than purge the foe. That's an interesting. There's definitely a discussion point there. Purge the foe is very list heavy, right? There are some lists that do really well into purge the foe because they're elite, right? If you don't have the units to kill. But yeah, supply drop. There's definitely tactical, strategic decisions that change the way that you play your list whenever you rock up against those two missions type.
You said
Stop playing bad armies. Yeah.
Well, what should we
you
do?
guys
Carl?
you guys can fight it out on the weekend.
Yeah, this coming weekend, I'll put up a poll in the chat. Which mission is the best? I mean, just between the two, and then let's see who would win, Fresh or supply drop.
All right. So what we're going to try to do, chat, is Laurence has all of the team names.
Okay, I just wanted to show them that like there's nothing in the bag.
Yep. Hang on. There's one. There's one. I just have to quickly fix up. 1 second.
I'll be putting the teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to try to create a graphic in the background on the fly, so that we can talk about it after Laurence has finished pulling the names out of his dice bag. So bear with us. All right. Let's go.
Who's the first?
Pairing number one.
Lucky. Pairing number one. Okay, I'm not looking. So get one. This one, I'll throw it there first, and then get another one. So these are two, and then let's reveal the name.
Yep.
So first one. Long name.
And make sure you show the camera for posterity.
Rank, competitive, racism.
All right. Very inventive name there. I believe that's.
This is the last team. Yeah.
I know Dylan's on that. I know Dylan's on that team.
Yeah, this is Dylan's team. Yeah, this is Dylan's team.
So, cool. So they are up against.
They are up against the Schrodinger's. What's this?
Schrodinger's skill ceiling. I believe that's Hugh's team, isn't it? That's the.
Oh, I think so. The Comrades. Is it the Comrades?
Well, there's a few Comrade players playing, but I think that's Ben, Hugh. Well, we can go through in a sec.
Oh, okay, cool.
But,
so you have the first pairing already set, yeah?
Yeah, so we've got Dean's team versus
No.
Schrodinger. Oh, sorry, rank commit. Dylan's team. Sorry.
Dylan's team.
Yeah. You guys got to come up with such less inventive names, so it's easy to keep track of what's bloody going on.
Next
All right,
one,
next one.
First one. And
Pair two.
The second one. All right. So third team. This is the boys from the East, Model Citizens.
Model Citizens. All right. Who are Model Citizens facing off against?
They are playing. Oh my gosh. Ta-da! This is Alex's friends team and Ed's.
Ranked well again for once. Right.
Yes,
cool.
Paired well against.
Paired well against for once. Yep.
All right, you got your pairing already, Mr.
Yep.
This is Alex versus Alex.
So far we've got ranked versus Schrodinger's and Model Citizens versus paired well.
Yeah,
pair three.
Next, this is the third pair. I'm not looking. All right. The 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth team. Another boys from the East. The EMR.
East Melbourne Ravens. Fifth team out of the hat. Who are you?
Oh.
Whoa! Wow, that's
You're playing the WTC players, boys. First round.
That's a nice warm up. So it's Kyle. I know you're in chat. I can see.
You're in chat, yes.
All right.
This is now the fourth pair. Ta-da. This is number 6, 7, 7 team.
Yep, number 7.
Smace. This is Anthony Veronica's team.
Yes, we saw Anthony on stream. Anthony and Ben's game was quite funny actually because they spent the entire game promoting everybody that can possibly think of, including their own club name, their own team name. So shout out to you guys because you're doing us commentators' job for us, which is excellent. We love it.
And then Smace is playing
Yep.
the Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. All
Who's
right.
in the Snake Eyes team?
Snake Eyes is. Hang on, I have my notes. Q notes. Hang on, where are they? Snake Eyes is. Brian, Don, Jared, John, and Mitchell.
Oh,
yes.
Mitchell Hamilton. Yep. It's a good team as well.
That's a very good team. All right.
Yep.
Second last
Jared.
pair.
Jared is playing with them, yeah?
Not
Jared?
Jared, yes. Pez.
Yep. All right. So 2, 4, 6, 8. The 9 team. Oh, very long. Oh, this is also our team. The Sushi Boys.
The Sushi Boys. The Empress Finest on a food court sushi train. I reckon they almost win the name prize for team
Who should
name.
we give? Oh, I know what to give already on the best team name. And then they are playing this Traz's Peanut Gallery.
Trazen's Peanut Gallery. Also very high contention for best team name. I love Trajan's book. It's absolutely hilarious.
All right. So the last one already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the last pair. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Obviously, I think you know who you are already, but just for the sake, these are the 2 thin coats.
The 2 thin coats, boys.
So these are also, I believe, the Bismarck's team.
I believe that's that sounds about right.
And then they are playing the Table Flip Executive.
We put a lot of
There you go.
We put a lot of effort into those terrain tables, boys. No table flipping, all right?
All right. So I think
all
let's
right.
just wait for Carl to finish his thing.
Let me
so
just
he can
see.
finalize the pairing.
So let me double check.
We can double check.
Let me double check. So we've got ranked competitive versus Schrodinger's as pair 1.
Yes, correct.
Model Citizens versus paired well again is pair 2.
That's correct. Yes.
EMR versus did you know that Mice Per is pair 3?
Yep.
Smace versus Snake Eyes.
Yep.
Empress Finest Sushi versus Trojans.
Yep.
Yep. And 2 thin coats versus table flip.
Mm-hmm.
We go right. All right. So if I press this button, and then I press this button, not that button, this button.
Okay. So let's see. And then, guys, you can screen capture already that one.
Did I do that right?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet. I think I did that right. All right. Wow. There's some interesting pairings.
Go. So just screen capture that one so you can save, and then you can because obviously this is team's event. They should have some plan going to the first round, right? So at least they would have some like prepared plan on who they wanted to pair. So that's good. Yeah.
So I spent a little bit of time having a look at the lists. So maybe let's have a quick synopsis of what everybody's taken pair to pair, and have a bit of a chat about the key notes for those. I don't know whether you've looked at the document, but so you can have a look, Laurence.
Okay, I'll have it.
We are professionals. All right. So, first pair. Who was the first pair? The first pair is the Round Competitive Dylan's team. Yep. I lost my thing. Come back.
Where is it? That this sent me.
There it is. All right. So, I lost Laurence. There we go. All right.
Well, did you lose me? What?
Yeah, I did. There we go. Fixed it. All right. So, we've got Hunter Cohort. So Ben is taking AdMech Hunter Cohort. It looks pretty good stuff to me. I think the AdMech lists are fairly well. It's hard to
actually. AdMech is good for teams, bro.
I think AdMech is very good for teams. In terms of like list construction, I think that you're taking so many units that I think it's like, you're taking 4 Vanguard, or you're taking, how many sterilizers are you taking, how many chickens are you taking. That's like is more of a tweak in terms of numbers and the way that you'd like to play, rather than like a particular skew necessarily. Ben's taking Hunter Cohort AdMech. Dylan, I just touched on the Blood Angels. He's bringing back his Blood Angels, which would be good to see. It's a bit of an MSU style Blood Angels with 5-man Death Company out of a Rhino, a couple of a 10-man, and a DC Dread. He loves the DC Dread, which the rules, I think they at WTC they tweaked it a little bit. I don't know if we'll play that rule or not, but the DC Dread coming out of walking on from the side of the board edge, Magna railing 7 inches into a charge onto like a vehicle or something, or a monster, and then like fighting 2 or 3 times is pretty nuts. Luke is playing
Guard?
Good Stuff Guard, I called it.
Yep.
So, Lehman Russ, Bulgren, Sentinels, couple of Catachan, Leontis, couple of that kind of stuff. So, pretty good all-round guard list there. Michael is playing Dread Mob plus Gaz, I've got here. So,
yep. I think we saw him played in the OCC as well, yeah?
Yep, that's right. So, fun-looking list. I think Dread Mob has surprising DACA. The Gorkanaut does a surprising amount of damage in shooting. The Gretchen do a lot of work in Dread Mob too, because they get some strat support there. So that's very good. And then we've got Peter is taking a interesting list. So this list caught my eye. It's my notes say mechanized Death Guard,
Double Land Raider,
triple PBC. This is the stat check. So very interesting to see how this list goes with the double Land Raider, triple PBC, Plague Burst Crawler. So bit of DACA there. Should be interesting. And then Schrodinger's.
You want me to go with Schrodinger's, yes?
Yeah, if you want to touch on that one.
So this one is a very good team as well. You have Ben Ashen also playing the AdMech. So this is the same Hunter Good Stuff that I believe he has been working on since like the last 3 months. I played with him, practiced with him. Lost Chaos Knights. I lost when I think I practiced with the Chaos Knights. I lost because of just just the gazillion of bodies of OC, and then he has Calidus. So maybe we can see here a AdMech mirror round.
Yeah, the lists are different, but they're very similar kind of sets of units. The difference being Ben is using his Imperial Agent for the team to take a Calidus, which is good. So which means that if they do a mirror or something like that, there's a bit of Vect shenanigans that can be kind of played around the place too. So that we want to look out for. Who's up next?
And then we have Mr. Blake Henderson, who plays demons with some. This is a Slanesh style demons with some Nurgling scoring. So that is the notes that I'm reading. I haven't have access in the BCP, so I can't see the list. So I'm just referencing to the notes.
So Slanesh style. So Slanesh Demon is very interesting. Fiends, those type of Slanesh units, Slanesh chariots. I can't remember what they're called. The Seeker chariots or something like that.
Now, Mr. U. Titchener, this is my version of my 3x6 Vanitary. He's playing 3x6 Bilgren.
Yeah, Titchener's going full body block, plus Lehman Russes is basically this one. No, I don't believe he's running a Dawn in this list, but Executioners, Battle Tanks, Ahoy, plus Bulgrin in the middle.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Good
a
luck
tough.
dealing with this 3x6 Bulgrin.
Yep.
All right, Matthew Thomas playing Monka, triple breacher, triple riptide, triple hammerheads. Is this inspired with Ed's triple, double, triple, whatever?
What more can you say? Triple breacher unit in Devilfish. You've got triple riptide for the Dakar and triple ion hammerhead.
Yep.
It's
Lots of shooting.
It's
Very good. Lots of explosion. And then
before you move on,
Mr.
Hugh said, I nearly ran Triple Dawn, but I bitched out. Yeah, well, there's a couple of lists that have Double Dawn coming up. So, yeah. But I like the 3 Bulgrin, I think.
Well, I think if you have Triple Dawn, you should have just played Triple Dawn. When I was playing the Queensland guy, Mr. Connor, I asked him, we should have just played Triple Dawn rather than this Shadow Sword, because Shadow Sword is what 400 plus points, so you could have put in but he said he doesn't have doors, so I think if you have 3 doors already, but 3x6 Bulgrin, of course, Mr. Yu is like a pain in the ass for them to deal with. So
well, you'll have to bring Triple Dawn to the Open, Hugh. So.
Yeah, there are some changes already probably by that time, so maybe Mr. Yu would go back to Orcs. Huh, Mr. Yu?
Ooh, spoilers. Nick Burrows.
Our friend Mr. Nick B, instead of double Vortex, he's also playing triple Vortex Beast T-Sons. Does it include, obviously, Mr. Magnus, yeah?
Yep, has Magnus. So, the spoiler alert, but all the T-Sons lists look very similar, except for one. There's going to be lots of Vortex Beasts roaming around. So, but Nick's played this list for a while now. It'll be good to see. Orcs are not strong. I don't mind a war. I don't mind, especially in teams. I think there's a place, but
No. I'm saying like now is mid-September. We would have some more changes, probably a data slate before our Risky Rollers open. So maybe they would bring back the good feel no pain for the Mechanobs.
So that's pair 1.
That's pair 1.
Pair 2, Model Citizens versus Pair
Do you
Well
want to
again.
actually take and check all of them, or what do you want me said, Carl?
Sorry?
Just run through quickly, with all the rest.
Yeah, we'll just run through quickly. So Model Citizens.
All right. We've
got Retaliation Cadre with lots of Crisis. We've got Wolf Jail variant with some MSU scoring, which will be interesting. Brady's taking Hypercrypt with Nightbringer and Scorpec block, that tends to be the tech choices is which kind of heavy hitting unit are you taking with your Hypercrypt. Now I've highlighted the next one in bold because it's a Death Guard 30 Terminators with 3 drones and 5 Blight Haulers. I'm very interested to see how that list performs.
And
I wonder if there's
Jordan is also a good player, so
I wonder if there's a bit of 30 Naders inspiration there, but it's the Death Guard variety.
If I can make Custodies 10 Terminators a unit, oh my gosh, I will play that one, but unfortunately I can't.
So that's 30 Blight Lord. And then our friend Mr. Tristan Bone, he's speaking of Warhorde, he is bringing his good stuff, Warhorde Orcs. Gaz is there. There's some beast bosses. There's some beast snaggers. There's some other good stuff. I think there's a kill rig and some hogs, some squig hog riders. So interesting to see how Model Citizens go. Paired well.
Next one is paired well. This is
Mr. Camilleri.
Yep.
Speaking of Double Dawns.
He's also taking Doldon.
Alex is taking his Hypercrypt. It's what he played on the weekend.
OCC?
Yep, at OCC. It's a more what I would call a more MSU style Hypercrypt, where he's gone for Lich Guard and smaller Brick of Scorpex to kind of support more focus on the Scorpec Lord rather than the Brick of Scorpex. And our own Edward Askey, with his 4 Dread Knight CK Flex, I like to call this one.
GK
So
Flex.
yeah, Grey Knight Flex. So it's got the 4 Dread Knights, but it's got Purifiers, it's got Terminators, it's got
And
Strikes,
Mr.
and it's got
Drago.
Inceptors, it's got Drago, and it's got Castellan. So, yeah, a very good. He's been practicing this list for a while.
Yeah, this is also the list that he took like in the OCC, yes?
Yep. Mr. Stu.
2.
Stu is bringing his Tyranids, Nid Boys, and yeah, he apparently likes Space Marine too because this is Horde. This is the Invasion Fleet. It is bodies. It is lots of Gene Stealers, lots of Hormigants, plus some Exocrines and some other good stuff. But it is a lot of bodies. I think there's some Gargoyles. There's lots of stuff. It's going to be interesting to see who's got the DACA to deal with that list. And then we've spoken about Lachlan a few times. He's bringing his 80 Crusaders plus scoring. Yep. All right. So EMR.
Where's EMR?
Yeah, the Ravens. So we've got Duncan on the Sisters. Fairly cookie cutter. Flame Sisters, Bringers of Flame. A little bit more heavy on the Seraphim side. But other than that, it's got all the good stuff.
Yeah. Dominion Simulators, yes?
Yep. Mr. Callahan, he's bringing his DA Gladiators. DA Gladius, if I can get my words out. Little more guns. He's got a Predator and he's only got 2 units of Knights. But still got a lot of that, hits like a brick. Pooh House type units, so that'll be very good. Luke is bringing Hypercrypt, very similar list to Alex's with some different tweaks, but pretty stock standard. Hypercrypt MSU with some heavy destroy shooting, that kind of thing. And then we got Merrick on Chaos Knights, War Dogs plus Rodigus. So he likes taking the Rodigus. Kyle. Oh, I forgot. Well, yeah, they don't know. The internet doesn't know that. You know that because I skipped it and you're looking at my notes.
Yes.
I can come back to it.
All right.
And then Captain Kyle with his Sky Splinter MSU with Triple Beast Pack and Lilith. So we've seen this. He's run this list
Carl
a little bit.
Lock him in for the best in faction. Yeah, he's the only Drukhari here.
He is. Yep. He should be getting used to best in faction by now. All right, and they are playing.
Did you know?
Yeah. Did you know that mice purr? This is the stacked list, the stacked team, the team to beat. It is
the WTC.
It is 5 WTC players, led by the captain himself, friend of the channel, Mr. Dean Sinbeck.
Mm-hmm. So he learned his lesson. Now from 30 went down to 20.
He's gone down to 20. He's backed. He's bitched out. He's gone down to 20 naders, and back.
I think Angron is back. Yeah, Angron is back.
Yeah, Angron is back. Invocatus and some normal 8-bound. So yeah, much more normal looking World Leaders list, but still keeping 20
Termies. Yeah.
Termies. Josh Brody, cookie cutter DA Gladius. It looks like a DA Gladius. It's got 3 Death Knights units. It's got the inner circle with a Judicia. It's looks pretty normal, but that list has been doing really, really well. It's regarded as fairly STS, so that's cool. Mr. Soley, So
Triple commune.
triple Vindicator, triple Commune, triple Bikes is his tech. So I think he's run this list a number of times. But that triple bike he likes in CSM, I think they're 90 points. There's 3 bikes and there's like 2 melters and a power fist or something like that. It's surprisingly can get a lot of value. And then we move on to, Reese. Reese's list and sisters doesn't need much of an introduction. You would have seen it last weekend on stream. The list, I believe, is the same. It's triple Dominion, triple Castigator plus Kathy and Val.
Catherine and Val. Yep.
And then Jez himself, the one everybody thinks about during their intimate moments.
Not me. Maybe you.
Cookie cutter T-Sun with Termies. So his tech for T-Suns is the Terminator brick, the Scarabacol Terminators. All right, who's next?
Smace. Smace is next. So let's go to Smace or Smace. This is Anthony's Burgess team.
Yep. So Anthony's list is I believe the same or very similar to what he took to OCC. Good stuff, Renegade Raiders with guns, with tanks, which is good. It's a good all round list. Ashley, good stuff, Invasion Fleet plus some big bugs. So it's Invasion Fleet like Stu's list, but it's got some bigger bugs in it. So it's a little bit beefier rather than just carpet. But it still will be hard to deal with. It's still got the Hormigans, the Gene Stealers, all that kind of fun stuff. Daniel's got Vanguard Ultramarines.
With Centurions.
Yeah, with Centurions. So pretty standard Vanguard Ultras. Uriel Ventress for the Deep Strike and Calgar for the Punch plus extra CP. So that's pretty tried and true Vanguard Ultramarines. David, triple Vortex Beast.
Yeah, same as Mr. Nick.
Yep, lists are very similar. Henry then has good stuff Warhawk Orcs. So another good stuff Warhawks. Yeah, there's a number of Orcs. This one has a kill rig and it has a wagon and it has a 20 boys unit. So the units are a little bit beefier in this one, and it has the bigger squad, but still very good stuff. Warhorde.
Cool. Next one is Snake Eyes.
Yep. Do you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. So Snake Eyes, they have Brian. He has the Forge Fiend Triple Spawn World Eaters.
Yep, Mr. Freeman. So that's
Mr. Freeman. I haven't played this list yet, but we know World Eaters, so it's good. And then Mr. Don, I think it's the same list that I played with him, the Wolfen Gladius with guns. So
yes,
he has Mr. Bjorn, yes?
He's no Bjorn.
No Bjorn?
No.
Okay.
This one has some Wolfguard Terminators in it. So I think he's still doing a little bit of tweaks to his list, but otherwise it's very consistent with what he's been playing. So I played this, been able to play this one a couple of times now against Don. I believe we're like 1-1, something like that. But yes, and then our own clubmate Jared.
So background with triple Predator and a Vindicator. So I think this is the same list as that he took in Rataclysm or Ratcon.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he did very well.
Yep.
And then John playing T-Suns this time, so triple Vortex Beast as well. So I see a lot of triple Vortex. And then Mitchell Hamilton, Red Cadre with 2x Riptide, so playing Tau again. Very good. That's it for them. Next one is the Sushi Boys, bro. You can have the go with them.
All right.
Where are they?
They're in the middle somewhere. All right,
in the train.
Mr. Ledbetter, Mr. Charlie, our own fourth place trophy namesake.
Yeah.
He's back into a 2-day event, which is good to see. Bring in a Zelda, bring in Hero Hammer, 3 Phoenix Lords, Avatar plus scoring. He's going to have fun. Fugan and Karandra's going to punch people, and it's going to be good.
Cool.
Chris is bringing the Hello Martyrs list, so not Bringers of Flame. Good to see some variety.
Yes, we love that.
Yeah, it's
new take.
It's a more melee focused sisters list with a double Arco unit, Kathy and Val, and some good stuff, castigators, that kind of thing. Dante has got Moncar with a bit of a battle suit lens, so a couple of units of Crisis, couple of units of... I've had a mental blank. What's the big one? The slightly bigger one? The other battle suits?
Riptide?
No, not Riptide. Smaller than a Riptide.
The Ghost Kill.
Not the Ghost Kill. Smaller than the Ghost Kill.
Smaller than the Ghost Kill?
Yeah. There's the Crisis unit, and then there's the...
Oh, the Broadsides.
Broadsides, thank you. Yes.
See, I know town.
Yep. So then the Broadsides. So then we've got Erina...
I'm very surprised.
Not taking sisters because Chris stole it. So Erina has opted for the Custodies, which shield. So taking Shield Host, double Grav Tank Custodies.
Is this a double Grav Tank 3x5 Wardens?
Yep.
Okay. That's good.
And Mr. Murphy on what? So my notes say wish he was Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights. So he's taking all small knights and Imperial agents.
Version of the dogs, yeah.
Yeah, Imperial agents, heavy Imperial agents for scoring, and his warlord. So using the Imperial agents tech to get around having to take a big one, which is interesting, but it's is definitely a very different take on the small knights list.
Cool.
Who's next?
Next is they're playing the Trazins Peanut Gallery.
Trazian's Peanut Gallery. How many peanuts do you reckon Trazin has in his museum?
I don't know, bro. It's a gallery, so probably when you enter,
do you get like do you get a little Necron baggie of, scarab bits and peanuts?
No, I think it's there's a sushi train there with just tons of peanuts there when you enter. So every time you just walk, peanut left, peanut left, peanut right. So everywhere is peanut.
What kind of drink would Trajan offer you when you walked into the is it like a Maduri cocktail? Like, is it something, green and shiny?
I don't know.
Or is it like robot based?
Probably robot based.
All
right. Mr. Lead Player, Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, so more Chaos Demons.
I like this one. 5 Greater Demons.
Yeah, 5 Graders, Heavy Corn, so Bloodletters, some Crushers. We then have so this is my Mad Props Award for the event. Harrison is taking Crimson Fist Gladiators with Pedro. So Pedro's going to punch with his big red fist. Harrison is going to have an awesome time playing his Crimson Fists. So he's got a lot of Gladius bricks it's basically Codex Space Marines with Pedro.
Nice.
So yes, so good on him. Excellent style points for including that character. And
then Mr. Jobin, good stuff. Vanguard, Steelers, Orma, Lictors, and Exocrines.
Yep, we've seen that kind of list before.
Mhm.
It does well. It's good at scoring. It's fairly tough and has some DACA, which is good.
Oh, they also have Mr. Marlon. I
Yes.
want to meet you, Mr. Marlon. He's playing Necrons with his Awakened plus
Yeah,
3A.
interesting take on this list is Awakened Dynasty with Silent King. Well, Silent King is not the unusual part, but he has the monolith. So
On an Awakened.
on an Awaken, yeah, which is not the monolith still has its ability to pull units. Obviously, it doesn't quite have the strat support that you would get in Hypercrypt, but it still shoots really, really well. You can pull units backwards and forwards, so it'd be interesting to see how that goes.
And lastly is Mr. Will with 3 Dreads GK Flex.
Yep. So very similar list. More flex, less dread. He's only got the 3 dread knights. So, but Grey Knights do really well, especially in teams. So, hopefully that'll do well for him. That Crimson Fist player sounds very handsome. I wonder if that Crimson Fist player is in chat. So we'll
probably it's you, Mr. Rowland.
Yeah.
We will meet you this weekend. All right, last pair, Mr. Carl. We have the 2 thin coats.
2 thin coats. So this team, we've seen this team before. We've spoken about Bismarck. He is in this team.
Same list.
So same list. Yep. It's triple soul grinder. Those soul grinders are had a bit of a look at those soul grinders on last weekend. They look
he told
really,
me
really nice.
They are like they are not so good. But then when he shot me, I said, "How much damage?" 3 each. What? And then, oh my god, they are actually fine. So
perfect profile for custodies.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, Cody. Another orcs.
Another warhorde. The skew on this one is he's got double 20-man bricks of boys. So it'd be interesting to see whether that skew puts him in better stead or not. But we'll see. So that's Grey Knight players love flex. They do.
Flex.
It's good.
Flex. All right. Jeremy, another Sisters player with the Bringers Flames with Kathy, Celestine, and Miss Val.
Yep.
So I think should be like generic Bringers Flame list. Lionel, I believe this is Mr. Lionel Zhang, who's also very good Imperial Knights player. So Mr. Rex plus Small Knights and an Imperial Agent. So does it include some Lancer or no? Is Rex only the big guy?
Just Rex. So it's Rex and Small Knights, and then some Imperial Agents, Calidus, Rhino, and
some Grey Knights.
Whatever the generic unit is.
Oh, okay.
The Imperial Agents, I think it's called.
And then their last player is Mr. Tom with a Chaos Space Marines, double Common Raiders, plus double Vindy and a double Forge Fiend. All right.
Yes.
So last team.
So Tom's list very similar to Soli's list. Slight change. Doesn't have quite so many bikes. Double Vindicator, double Forge Friend with the plasma. Yeah. So
last team is the Table Flip Executive. So this is actually the last team, the 12th team that we were able to, organize. So thank you guys for actually,
Yep, and thank you
participating and joining.
Yep. So this is the pickup group, if you will, to round out our 12th team. So Lachlan's got Rubrica Heavy T-Suns. So this one is the one list that's not double or triple Vortex. Vortex beats.
This is the one that I played in OCC.
Yep. Lachlan Ash. We saw this on stream.
Yep.
Mark's got Flame Sisters with Kathy, and this one's interesting. Triple Exorcist.
Triple exorcist.
So he's firing missiles everywhere.
Yep.
Mr. Mike, foot
Mike
heavy.
Rainbow.
Yep, Mike Rainbow, foot heavy Grey Knights, triple librarian. So he's skewed the other way. He's got the triple Brotherhood librarian. He's going to be casting powers all over the place, and mortal wound bombing people. And then Terrence, we see Terrence a lot. He's bringing Wolf Jail. Now this is I've got on my notes here nothing but Wolf Jail. This is triple Thunderwolf Cavalry with all the support characters and triple Wolfen. So no mucking around with this list. This is
jail.
This is I'm going to run at your face, and I'm going to get all wolfy on you. So, and then rounding out, we've got the other half of the rainbow pair. We've got Xavier on his Vanguard Ultramarines, featuring a Redeemer. So, the Redeemer hasn't been popping its head out as much since the point increase as it has been. But yeah. So, chat. What do you think? What do you think of the pairs? What do you think of the map? You excited? Are you pumped for VTC? I know Dalton's pumped talking to him on the weekend.
He still has so many assignments to do, Mr. Dalton. So
he's got a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Let us know, chat, if you got any questions. We're probably going to wrap it up soon.
Yep.
So,
but before that, I have an announcement regarding the catering. So I'm checking all the responses here. So there's still 2 more teams who has not responded. So I will not name you. You know who you are. There are only 2 left. So please do the Google form, submit it ASAP because I need to do the ordering by tomorrow, guys. Okay, so whoever you are.
Yep, get your catering order in by tomorrow so that you can get fed. Food is important. Treat yourself nicely when you're playing Warhammer. Being hungry and playing Warhammer. You don't want to be hangry. That's when
you don't want to be hungry.
You don't want to be hangry. That's when the dice don't. That's when you get nothing but 1s, and Laurence can't roll 4-ups. Laurence can't roll 4-ups when he's hangry.
Apparently, I'm still very good in 4-ups.
The 4-ups came back, did they?
Yes, bro. Like, I remember Lachlan Booth. He was... he's a judicial unit, bro. Like, activated twice because he's a fight first guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't kill my Venetary. I think I still have at least one Venetary in that particular fight sequence. So it's just unbelievable, this Venetary. I think they're my new MVP.
Cool. So
let's just wait for a couple of minutes. If they have questions, ask us, and then we'll be happy to entertain you. Other than that, I think we are working very hard for this coming weekend. We still have so much things to do, but yes, we would be setting up on Friday night at Manningham Hotel, and then we would be welcoming you with open arms on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, we'll be streaming the event as per normal, so that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep, and then hopefully we've already fixed all the issues with our.
You always need a dry run. You always need a warm up. It's been long between drinks because of the WTC. It's kind of that time of year when it's a bit of a run up to WTC, and then everybody needs a bit of a break and a bit of a travel and come back. So it's good to get back up and back online. And this is Pedro Cantor's meta, and we're just living in it. Yeah, well, as a Codex compliant chapter, we'll see how you go. Can't wait. You know what I can't wait for? I want Blood Angels points. I want points. I want to be
Did
able
they
to make
announce
lists.
already when are you getting that one?
I don't know. They might have. But you know, that's the one thing that's a bit of a downside for the way
When
that
did
they.
Tao when did Tao get their points after their box was actually released?
When the
Probably
codex.
a month or two?
Well, the Imperial agents got their points pretty much straight away.
Yeah, because Blood Angels is the last one that still haven't received any points, right? So probably you'll get yours by December.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been painting my
Sangard?
my Lamates. No, well, we'll do some tactical bases for the Sangard. I think they'll get a rebase. Otherwise, there's 30 of them. They're going to sit on the shelf behind me.
Do you like the new Sangard model or no?
They
keep their wings.
I go backwards and forwards. They didn't keep their wings. What are you talking about?
It's very small now.
That's
right?
like saying, Laurence, that if I tattooed wings on my hands and I flapped like this, they would be wings. I think traditionally, like, it really depends on which books and which artwork. I think whether Sangard have had wings or not, it's kind of flopped backwards and forwards. Not as big a fan as the Sanguinor model. I think the Sanguinor model preview looks like just a big captain, and not as much of a fan. But the Sangard, I think I've got a whole bunch of 40 mil bases because I think they'll probably be on 40 mils, same as Blade Guard, and Inner Circle. But looking forward to being able to categorically try some lists and stuff with some proper points, because it's a little bit of guesswork. And there's a few units that are points are going to be really important for. So like Sanguinary Guard, probably overcosted in the back of the book. And so are Death Company, based on their equipment loadout being nerfed now. And the Death Company Dread is not great point wise. I think it's 220 points in the back of the codex, which is a lot. So we'll see if they bring that down a little bit. All right. Well, haven't got any more questions, so I think we can probably start wrapping it up there. I'm going to change this back to speaking about the open.
Yeah, because I still have so much things to do as well. I need to prepare all the bases. Need to check also some of our, like I'm preparing the stream as well. So
So tickets are still available. It is at the Jared's here.
Hello,
Jared.
Do you have a question, Mr. P3Z?
You got in just as I started the wrap up, sir.
Yeah, we're going outro already very soon.
Do you have any parting comments while I do the wrap up? If you want tickets to that's the beauty of YouTube, mate. You can just scroll backwards and go back to the start, and I don't have to repeat myself. What am I doing? Yes. Tickets for the open. Riskyrollers.com.au. Go and get tickets. There are still tickets available. It is 3 days, 2nd, 3rd and 4th of November. The tickets include counter pub lunch, which will be great. If you are interested in coming and checking out what the place looks like, VTC is in the same location for this weekend.
Join us this weekend so you can see.
Come down and say hi. On the weekend, visitors and observers are always welcome. Come down and have a bit of a chat. And thank you to our sponsors. They've been scrolling on screen for the whole video, so I won't read them out. But we've got some exciting things going to be announced on the weekend regarding sponsors, so look out for that. And thank you to you guys, chat. Thank you. Click the buttons subscribe, and like, and do all that fun things. Have we got a lot of likes, Laurence? I can't see the thing. Did everybody like?
I only see one like. Oh my gosh.
And thank you, Laurence.
Thank you, Carl.
And
we still so much work this weekend. So
I think OBS just disconnected and reconnected. So I think it's time to wrap it up.
Oh yes, go.
All right. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.